My memories of my father, who passed away when I was young, mostly took place in this hospital room.
Ikari, you must become someone who can guide those who are lost, like the anchor of a ship. Never forget to be kind to others.
Huh? Okay. The promise I made to my father has become something I've taken lightly over the years. I was angry and sad at how powerless I was. Every day, I felt jealous of others, hurt them, and was tormented by guilt. When I worked at a recruitment agency, I finally lost people's trust and was transferred to another department. In the end, I chose to quit. What am I doing this for? What an idiot. By the time I returned home in regret, I, Ikari Chigusa, had turned 28. Then I spent my days working as a non-regular employee. I wanted to ease the worries of my sick mother, and I was struggling with that. But then... What? You're offering me a full-time position? In sales?
You've got experience in that, don't you? Besides, your dad complained that you're clumsy with your hands. We are short on people because we've sent some employees abroad. We are just a small company, and it's a bit far from here, but how about it? Any interest, Ikari Chigusa?
And so, thanks to the confident smile of one young president, a turning point came in my life.
No! President! What is that thing? Remember those tablets that purified water using the stickiness of natto? Well, I got inspired and made a dry shampoo with okra and natto. It's moisturizing too. Stop making me your test subject. Keep that thing away from me.
The next year, I was working as a salesman, having been scouted by the company president, Taiga Matsuhisa. This small company sells and develops disaster prevention products. Apparently, the president is also involved in providing support to various places.
Why do you always use me for these experiments? Sure, I'm not as good as the other salespeople, but... Huh? Nah, I'm not doing it as a punishment. It's just fun to see your reactions. That's even worse.
Hearing our back and forth, Hana Hanasaki, a fellow salesperson, burst out laughing while watching us. Since it's a small company, everyone gets along well, and it feels very much like a family. The work is fulfilling, and I'm in a good environment. But still, the feeling that I'm less capable than those around me never left, and the frustration inside me lingered.
So, with the expansion of our sales channels, I've decided to increase the sales team. Make sure to get along.
The following week, the president came in as usual and introduced a woman who had been hired mid-career.
My name is Mao Takamiya. I used to work at Sondai Tech Corps. Nice to meet you. Huh? She left a big company in the same industry to join us? President, did you blackmail her or something?
Hanasaki, you owe me lunch.
But that's a well-known company. Why did she come here? Just like Hanasaki said.
Chigusa, I want you to show Takemiya the ropes. You're the only one who can do it.
Huh? Why me? Takemiya-san, I'm Ikari Chigusa. Nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Takemiya-san looked surprised when she saw my face. I tilted my head in confusion, but I had no idea why.
So, do you think you'll get along with that girl?
My mother, Minato, smiled gently. After being apart for some time, we now live together, just the two of us. I don't know. She seems kind of distant, like she's putting up a wall. She hardly said a word today. Did I do something wrong?
There's no point in worrying about things you can't understand. Just do what you can, one step at a time. You've grown into someone who can work hard for others. Unlike before, I'm sure everything will be fine.
From then on, I kept explaining the job to Takemiya-san, but the wall she had built between us remained. On the other hand, she was incredibly capable. She showed her skills in sales without holding anything back.
Takemiya-san took the top spot in sales in her first month. Wow, that's amazing!
Oh, wow! That's really something. Gosh, I need to step up my game too. thank you. Now if you'll excuse me. Right. Oh, I blew it. That definitely came off the wrong way, didn't it?
Takemiya-san,
Yes?
I heard you got the top sales spot? As expected from someone who worked at a big company, huh?
I hope she doesn't think I'm some jerk. What's she going to say to me?
For some reason, Takemiya-san looked downcast, so I decided to hand her something. When I checked the mail earlier, there was a thank you letter from one of your clients, Takemiya-san, and it was handwritten. That just shows how impressive your work is. Could you teach me how you do it? Please?
What? Whoa! Chigusa's Anaville. That guy really has no sense of boundaries sometimes.
The president said I was the only one who could handle her. I don't know what the reason is, but maybe it's this weird distance thing. But regardless of that, I found myself wanting to know more about her. If I could learn from Takemiya-san's methods, maybe I could change too. Maybe I could finally understand the true meaning of kindness, just like Dad said. Takemiya-san, would you like to grab lunch with us? Hanasuki-san will be there too, and it's on the company's tab.
Well, sure.
Takemiya-san, I'm struggling with how to word this section. Do you have any suggestions?
Oh, maybe try rearranging the order a bit?
Takemiya-san, I need your advice on something. Takemiya-san! Hey, Chigusa! The tech department has a new product for you to test! Gah! President! This time it's... Wait. No!
Chigusa-san, you're so persistent and funny.
Takemiya-san smiled for the first time. Her bright expression made me smile too, without even thinking. Sorry. After that, it was like something clicked for her. Takemiya-san started talking to everyone. She joked, laughed, and seemed to genuinely enjoy herself. That must be her true self.
Oh, you live with your mother, huh?
Yeah, I moved to make it easier for her to get to the hospital. Our old place was rented, so the timing worked out with my job change. It might be a little late, but I really want to cherish my time with her now. I don't want any more regrets. A few months later, on a tough project, I asked Takemiya-san to come along with me, and on our way back, "You're looking well." Seeing the man suddenly appear in front of us, Takemiya-san's face immediately went pale. Huh? Do you know him? Friend?
He's a former coworker. I have nothing to do with him anymore.
Cold-hearted woman, even though we had an arranged marriage, and our families approved of it. Oh, and you there. I've got my eyes on her, so don't get in my way. Takemiya-san's hand trembled at the man's words. I didn't know what was going on, but there was no way I could just stand by and do nothing. Oh, but since Takemiya-san says you're unrelated, you must be just some stranger. And for the record, she's my fiancée now. What?
But wait, Chigusa?
Apologies, but I've got to report this to the company. So please, stop coming around. Forever. For the rest of your life. My heart was pounding like crazy, but I quickly took Takemiya-san's hand and walked away. The guy didn't follow. Now, with another man? That can't be. That can't be. She's the only one for me. The man scratched his head over and over, paying no mind to his neatly styled hair being ruined.
It's okay. There's nothing to worry about, so don't cry. It's all okay.
That's right, isn't it? There's nothing to worry about. It's okay. Later, I learned from Takemiya-san that the man's name was Hijiri Dan. He was an elite salesperson at Sondai Tech Corp. Feeling calmer now? After notifying the company, I took her to a nearby cafe for a break. Takemiya-san still looked shaken.
Sorry, I lost my composure back there.
I'm not good at thinking things through, so I'll just ask straight out. What did that man do to you?
Well, he and I were coworkers, And as he said, our parents arranged a marriage for us. I wasn't interested in getting married, but our parents were connected through work, and they wanted to deepen their ties. More than that, though, Hijiri himself wanted to get married, and he expected me to become a full-time housewife.
Isn't that a bit too old-fashioned?
Right? So I turned him down. I told him our values didn't align. Then the following week, I lost some important documents and was taken off the promotion track.
When she looked into it, she found that Hijiri had a hand in it, but there was no solid proof, and others were fooled by his smooth talking. In other words, you were set up. He made it so you couldn't stay at the company. Word of the arranged marriage with Hijiri spread, and little by little, the other employees started to distance themselves from her.
Even my mother was pushing for me to get married. I wanted to succeed at work, to climb the ladder, but my life turned out like this.
Damn it! Damn it!
Huh?
Why couldn't I work harder? Why couldn't I do better? I won't accept this kind of life. Takemiya apparently saw me and remembered her past self, seeing me sitting dejectedly on a park bench. Wait, at the park? That was me? Oh god, was it the day I quit my old job? You were watching?
Yes, but honestly, seeing you like that brought me back to my senses. After that, I left home, argued with my parents, and cut ties with them. I took some time to reflect on myself. And once I was ready, I started looking for a new job. Meeting you again here, and having you help me. Chigusa-san, you really are a strange person.
No, I didn't do anything at all. At that time, my heart was pushed to its limits. I'm sure it was the same for you, Takemiya-san. Alright, I understand now. I'll always be on your side, and everyone at the company is great too, so don't worry. Plus, ever since you joined, our sales numbers have gone up, and the whole company's been more energetic. So just keep being yourself. There's no need to be afraid.
Chigusa-san.
Oh right, Chigusa. Doesn't Takemiya live in the town next to yours? You should start giving her a ride to work.
Whoa, President, since when were you here?
It's easy to figure out when I know the routes you take to client meetings and the cafes you like.
That's just creepy.
Takemiya, you've got nothing to feel guilty about. If anyone tries something, we'll deal with them head on, so don't worry about it.
The president's words were reassuring. Takemiya-san nodded, her eyes slightly red.
Yes, thank you so much.
From then on, things settled into our usual routine. Well, aside from the fact that we celebrated Takemiya-san's birthday recently, with everyone dropping their work to throw a party. And the fruit basket we got from the president's childhood friend's family stirred things up quite a bit. These private investigators are good. As long as you pay, the information just keeps coming in. I found out which clients that guy's in charge of, and I've got a good picture of the whole company now. Mao, you'll regret this. I had no idea what he was scheming. The next day, Hijiri got straight to work, calling several companies and arranging appointments. Yes, by partnering with us, you'll significantly reduce your cost thanks to our special distribution routes. I can also negotiate directly with manufacturers, which I'm sure your current partner can't offer. That's right, he tried to steal away one of my key accounts, working his way into the deal. Especially Chigusa, right? I've heard a rumor he caused trouble at his previous job, something about losing important documents.
I see. Yes, Chigusa can be a bit absent-minded sometimes. But that's exactly why I trust him. Our company does too.
Huh?
I know everything. Chigusa is always honest about his mistakes, and he's great at explaining our products. We've been putting off buying disaster prevention supplies, but I realized we can't afford to wait until it's too late. We need to protect our employees. While it's flattering to hear from a large company like yours, I'm afraid I can't trust you. Please leave.
Good. I understand. None of the companies are taking the bait. Alright, I'll start spreading rumors online, just enough so it doesn't turn into slander. Huh? What's with all these replies in different languages? Wait, what the hell is this? It won't stop! Could it be an influence mob? Let me translate. Don't try to bring down the company that saved my family, you scoundrel! They helped us with their support. Wait, are these real people? The president was influenced by his mother's work, supporting people worldwide, and built this company with that in mind. Many people, both in Japan and abroad, supported our company for providing disaster relief, poverty aid, and technical assistance. I can guarantee favorable conditions if you could share some information about your company. Yes, it would be to your benefit, wouldn't it? The next few days, Hijiri tried a different tactic, setting his sights on Hanasaki and reaching out for a meeting.
Interesting proposal. You came unannounced, but I must say, I'm intrigued.
I noticed you were coming in alone and thought I'll take the opportunity. I understand if this seems sudden, but that's how much I believe in your potential. Before this, you were a consultant, weren't you? With my recommendation, you'll be hired right away. You could even aim for management positions soon after.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I had to pick up Yuzuki from daycare. Oh? Who's this suspicious person?
I am...
Dori, right? I've heard about you from Chigusa-san. I'm shocked you're here trying to recruit me. We're done here, right? I'm here to enjoy lunch with someone I deeply respect.
Why? Normally, people jump at the chance when you offer money and status. Why isn't anything going my way? Defeated, Hijiri was forced to leave. His plans thwarted once again. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it all! What's with this ridiculous sense of camaraderie? I thought I could easily take advantage of a small company, but they're impenetrable. He's tried everything he can do on his own, and none of it worked. I'll have to go bigger. That's it. I have influence. I still have options.
You're fired.
What? At his next day in the office, the head of the sales department summoned Hijiri and dropped the bombshell immediately.
Don't act like you're surprised. I've heard you've been causing trouble for Matsuhisa's company. Ever since Takemiya quit suddenly, you've been acting strange. The title of elite doesn't mean much anymore, does it? Last week, Matsuhisa called and sent over a lot of information. Yes, it's causing us a lot of trouble actually. We've been getting complaints from clients, and all of them happen to be ones handled by a particular employee of ours. Oh, and recently, he even tried to recruit one of her other staff members. I have a recording of the conversation if you'd like to listen. Depending on how things go, we might consider taking legal action. Personally, though, I would prefer to avoid making a big deal out of it. And besides, I believe your executive owes me a favor, so let's all get along, shall we?
Only now, at the very last moment, does Hijiri realize the consequences of his deeds. His face turns a shade of purple as the blood drains from it.
The issue of the missing documents always bothered me. After digging around, I finally found some evidence pointing back to you. At the time, I was on an extended business trip, so I couldn't protect Takemiya. And now, it turns out that all of this was just a man's pathetic attempt at winning love. I'm astounded. This decision comes from above. You have nothing more to say. You've disgraced this company. And that's all you need to know.
Why? This doesn't make sense. Stripped of his status and reputation, Hijiri showed up at her company, disheveled and broken. It's all because of Mel. If she hadn't left, it's all her fault. Takemiya appears from around the corner. Hijiri, smiling madly, reaches out toward her. Wait. Before Hijiri could reach Takemiya, I grabbed his arm with a firm grip. He struggled, but I had no intention of letting go. Hijiri done, isn't it?
Stalking someone on a side street like this. What's next? This is beyond obsessive.
Chigusa-san.
What is your problem? Why do you keep getting in my way?
That's my line. Why are you so obsessed with Takemiya-san?
Why? A man like me deserves a beautiful, exceptional woman as a wife. Mao was the perfect candidate. Better than anyone I've ever been with. And you? What are you? From what I've found, you have no decent education, achievements, or talent. You're trash. How can someone as worthless as you monopolize her kindness?
Kindness, huh? Hijiri's thoughts were becoming clear to me, and now I was certain of it. You're not interested in Mao. You were just using her to fill the void in your life, aren't you?
What?
You're projecting your own insecurities onto her. I've done the same before. Jealousy consumed me, and I failed because of it. You want to feel better by blaming someone else for your own problems.
No, I'm different. I need Mao. I love her.
Then why can't you see that she's miserable? All you care about is the fantasy you've created in your head.
No, back then, she saved me.
2 years ago, as Hijiri achieved more, the pressure from his company and parents grew unbearable. He reached a breaking point and collapsed in the storage room. It was Takemiya who found him.
It's okay. You don't have to worry about anything. Please, don't cry. Everything will be alright.
Mao saved me. She saved me.
Doridan, I can't save you.
Takemiya muttered softly, but her words hit Hijiri hard.
I'm just an ordinary person. All I could do was run away from you. I'm not the one who can save you. I've told you so many times to stop forcing your fantasies onto me. Don't show your face again.
No, this can't be.
I show my phone to Hijiri, who collapses in despair. By the way, this whole conversation is being transmitted to the president as we speak. And this company phone records everything, so there's no escaping it. That's right. The location sharing feature also tracks where we are and what's happening. We've already called the authorities, so they should be here soon.
When did you?
Hijiri likely realized it was over as soon as he heard the approaching police sirens. He collapsed onto his knees in defeat. Later, during questioning, it came to light that Hijiri had committed other offenses, resulting in fines. It was enough to completely break his pride, and his parents, who always cared about appearances, turned on him.
Shut up! You two used me for your own selfish gain!
Hijiri is freed from his family's control, albeit through a fit of rage. Ironically, his outburst liberated him from their grasp. Hijiri's parents, who had only cared about social status, were now the ones being ostracized by society. Hijiri severed all ties and now wanders aimlessly, his spirit seemingly broken.
What am I even living for?
Perhaps one day he will realize it takes one's own will to stand back up, even when saved by others. I can only hope he'll break free from that vicious cycle.
1,
2,
2,
3!
3.
Happy birthday! The sound of party crackers fills the air as the office celebrates my birthday, a tradition at our company. Today's main event, me, Chigusa Ikari. Thank you, everyone. It's a bit embarrassing to be celebrated at 30.
Oh, don't be shy. I personally picked out this year's present for you.
What? Really? That makes me even more excited. Whoa, Takemiya-san has great taste. I wonder what it could be. As I focused on the present, Takemiya-san came close and suddenly... What?
Because of you, I was able to be myself again. Thank you for keeping me in this kind, warm place. Chigusa Ikari, I love you.
Her face was the kindest, most beautiful expression I'd ever seen.
Chigusa just collapsed!
What a hopeless guy! Still such a kid, huh, Chigusa? My late father once told me to be kind to others. It's the one thing I, a man with no particular skills, can do.
But maybe that kindness is what draws people to each other, allowing us to extend a helping hand and move forward together. That's why I'll never forget this simple phrase, be kind to others. I'll carry it as my own little charm forever.